3, 2, 1, go!
I'm probably the only person here who can remember Lady Rhondda. And I was brought up in Llanwern for my first 6 months of my life, and I met her when I was 13. And she was a very formidable woman of tremendous presence, and I shall never forget it. She left a long-lasting impression, and she also helped various members of the family who were impoverished go to an element of boarding school, which has been tremendously advantageous. She didn't believe in leaving money to boys. She did believe in helping their education.
It's an incredible, joyous, I would say, celebration of this woman, Lady Rhondda, Margaret Haig Thomas, who's done so much to inspire us women, generations later, in the importance of standing up for women and standing up for those who actually still need the kind of justice that she fought for as a suffragette. This is why we've got the vote and why we're in government and why so many and wonderful women here from Newport who are actually now in prominent positions in government actually can feel thank you to Lady Rhondda. Thank you for the daughter of Newport for showing us the way.
I'm just so looking forward to the people of Newport embracing it as part of their town. I want people to come and see it. I want people to feel that their statue is theirs and that it belongs here. And you've got to understand what the woman herself, or the person that you're sculpting, you've got to understand who she was, what her passions were. And I do like to create sculptures of people looking at peace and at rest. I don't really go in for sort of abstract, dynamic things. I just want a sort of feeling of posture and poise. That's what I was trying to, because she was such a dignified woman. That's what I was trying to capture, is her dignity.
Well, Newport is Margaret, and saying that Llanwern, the family house down the road, was where I spent the first 6 months of my life, so I feel particularly attached to it.
Monumental Women's group has wanted these statues to be a place where people can gather, can discuss, learn, and but not just for children. I mean, it's wonderful for the schools. We've got lovely children here who are from the local schools singing and learning those songs about being a suffragette, but also it's for all generations. I mean, every generation needs to remember the history and the legacy, particularly of our cause for women's equality. And that's something which obviously I've dedicated my adult life to, not just as a formal politician, but before I became an elected member of the Senedd, helping to set up Women's Aid. Here, Dame Rosemary Butler and I worked to get Newport Women's Aid off the ground years and years ago, before I became a member of the Senedd, or certainly a minister. We just have learnt so much today, and everybody is going to take this message away with them.
It's lovely. Yeah, I think it's fantastic to see it in the flesh as it is, and with all the connections to Newport as well.
She's got a real human feeling about her in her eyes, and just a little touch, just a little brooch, and all the history that goes with it. Yeah, even the Votes for Women sign there. Fabulous.
I incorporated the life cast hands of the women of Newport. They were actually taken from their hands themselves, cast into bronze, and so that links up the past with the current future of the generations.
She would accept it after her death, especially 50 years after her death, but at the time she would have abhorred it. Wouldn't have liked it at all. But now I hope she's looking down on us, and I'm sure she must be, because that's why the sun's shining.
It's a beautiful statue. I think Jane Robbins explained all the thinking, all the work she did to prepare for it. I think the symbol of the hands around the statue, the fact that she survived that Lusitania tragedy, which is remarkable. The sonnet from Gillian Clarke, I think our former national poet, summed it all up as well. So we're very, very, very honoured to have all those who've supported it to make this happen today.
Sonnet for a Suffragette, for Margaret
Haig Thomas, Lady Rhondda. That distant day, the Lusitania lost, war torpedoed in Atlantic waves. What sea gods saved her and her father tossed from the ship as it sank to its ocean grave? Now, travellers to work or home, full of their day, will give a passing glance to the statue of a woman cast in bronze, reminded how she gave them choice and chance. Slowly, surely, in speech and printed word, as writer, speaker, editor of Time and Tide, she righted the wrong, how women were denied their human right to make their voices heard. A little thing, a paper cross, a vote, but multiplied the difference it brought.
It's all about, I like to think that sculpture and statues are about people feeling that it's part of their town. It's not about me, really. I know it's nice that I've been able to have the opportunity to sculpt it, but it isn't about me. It's about people feeling good about the statues, people feeling that they like what I do. There's no point, for me, there's no point in putting a statue of somebody and everyone hating it. You've got to be empathetic. You've got to understand what people want in statue. Figurative sculpture gets a bad name sometimes. You can see some horrors pop up. Thankfully, I don't think mine is in that category. But I'm always fearful. I always want people to love it. I always want people to feel it's theirs.
Because it's looking over the river as well. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's great.
Especially for the east side of the river, that we've got nothing like that at all. We're really honoured. Yeah, and the hand casting and absolutely wonderful.
And I was dreading seeing it, but it's absolutely wonderful, and I hope lots of people will come and see it.
It's very exciting. It's lovely. I feel honoured, and the word honoured is bandied around, but I truly am. I'm truly honoured to have been asked to do it, and it's a great day. It's a great day for Newport.